Hola familia afrocubana, welcome to Essence of Afro-Cuban, the podcast where dance, music and spirit come together. I'm Alfredo Garcia, your host, bringing you the essence of knowledge, understanding and wisdom of the rich world of Afro-Cuban music, dance, culture and spirituality. I'm wishing you a rain of blessings and ashe. Let's start. Hola familia afrocubana, my greetings from Seoul, Korea. Today is the question of the week coming from Mauricio from Colombia. And he's asking if the Orishas Oshosi and Obatala dance Shashalokafun. I believe this is a question that many of you have, so I'm going to try to answer it from my point of view, from my perspective. See? So to get into this, we have to go back in time and to understand where this rhythm is coming from, who invented it or created it, and why we utilize it. Therefore, before we get into specifically the rhythm of Shashalokafun, we have to talk about the toque nyongo, because this one comes before Shashalokafun. And what happens is, this way I learned it, is that in Cuba or in Havana, the musicians, they were creating songs, and those songs didn't have a place to be put as they were playing bata drums, right? They were playing Olubanche or Tereminantere or Meta de Shango, and it was staying in a certain level. So for them, they needed some songs that they could call the Orisha so that people get possessed. That was in Havana. Outside of Havana, people were playing Wiro, were playing Bembe. So the toque of Wiro was taken and placed into the bata, creating the rhythm of nyongo. Nyongo means countryside. Yeah? So the toque Wiro had a specific step. Was not like in bata. In bata, we have specific rhythms with specific steps. In Wiro, we have one rhythm for all the Orishas with a specific step. So in Havana, we took the toque, or we created the toque nyongo, so we could put all the songs that we were using in Wiro to place it in nyongo. And of course, if we now are playing nyongo in bata, which was taken from Wiro, of course, we also have to utilize the step that belongs to Wiro into the nyongo. That was the first thing. Now, the second one is that the nyongo was until a certain level, but still the Orishas, they were not coming to earth. So the drummers, Trinidad Torregosa, Pablo Roche, Jesus Perez, these were the ones who created this rhythm. They took the toque bembe from countryside also, and they put it into the toque bata, creating the Shashalokafun. Of course, the toque bembe has also a specific step. Therefore, if we play Shashalokafun with the toque de bembe, we also have to dance the step of bembe. Therefore, when you see us teachers dancing the step of Shashalokafun or the nyongo with the step that you already know that we call Shashalokafun, it is because it was taken from the Wiro or the bembe. Now, to go a little bit, let me say, deeper into the Orisha realm, the Orisha Obatala, which the real name is Orishanla, he is was the oldest from all the Orishas. After him, all the other Orishas were created. Therefore, as him being the eldest, all his dances were to the ground. They were down as representing the old person. Therefore, all of his dances are going to the ground. Now you will ask, okay, but what about Obatala Ayaguna? Well, I'm going to leave this open to your interpretation. You can put Obatala Ayaguna as the young Obatala, as being with the machete or the sword, cutting the people's head, going to war. Okay, it's fine. What you can do, if we play in Obatala Shashalokafun, and you want to represent Ayaguna, yes, you come up, but we have a specific step for this Obatala Ayaguna. We don't use the step that you know as Shashalokafun in Obatala because it was never seen. Nowadays, people, they want to use it. Okay, it's up to your interpretation. But according to the eldest, the Shashalokafun is not a specific step for Orisha or Obatala. When it comes to Oshosi, this is an Orisha that has his specific rhythms and specific step. Oshosi has the Agere as a rhythm and step. It has the Omolode and has the Iyesa. These are the rhythms of Oshosi. He's hunting. He has his characteristical steps, nothing else. Oshosi doesn't have Shashalokafun at all. Now, coming back to it, if we are singing or playing Guiro, yeah, we have the chequeres, we have the conga, we have the campana. Of course, we're singing to Obatala and we're singing to Oshosi. Therefore, we have to perform the step that belongs to Guiro, not to the Orisha itself. Now I'm talking about the step of Guiro. Yeah, so we respect the tradition or the rhythm that we are playing. If we are singing to Oshosi or Orisha in Bata, then we have to keep the specific step that belongs to this Orisha. We have to separate Bata, Guiro, and Bembe. That nowadays we are using the step of Bembe in Shashalokafun representing the Orisha Elegua. Okay, it's fine, but you have to understand that there are specific steps depending the ceremony or the ritual that you are performing. And it's funny because I was talking to Alfredo Ofarri. I believe you know him, the teacher of many of us. And I was asking him, hey, you know, I see very often people dancing Shashalokafun everywhere. Could you please tell me if Obatala and Oshosi are dancing it? And he explained that to me. Exactly what I just told you. Obatala or Orisha dances down. Oshosi has his agere or iyesa. That's it. And then he said, we can be creative, but we cannot break nor change our tradition. And this is very important. We are learning the essence of the step that our ancestors gave to us, and we have to respect it. We cannot change nor break our tradition. If you never learned that Orisha or Oshosi are dancing Shashalokafun in Cuba, then I cannot come here in Europe and teach you Shashalokafun because I'm disrespecting my tradition. This is for teachers and this is for students. If you as a student, you see your teacher dancing Shashalokafun to these Orishas, and you know or you have heard that they don't perform it, ask your teacher why he's dancing it. It's about of time that you start seeking for the understanding, because the knowledge you have it, but the understanding to the why we are performing such steps. Yep. So I hope this is clear for you. Remember, we have Bata, we have Guiro, and we have Bembe. We have the specific dances in Bata, specific dances in Guiro, and specific dance for Bembe. We cannot mix them. And if you want to, then understand that what was taken from Guiro was placed in Bata, but we still have to keep the essence of each of our dances. So, Mauricio, I hope that I got to help you with my answer. I'm sure that you helped many of the Afro-Cuban dancers that had the same question. Blessings to you and Ashe.